I'm Francine Segan, and I wrote the Opera Lover's Cookbook. It's filled with yummy recipes, and today I want to show you one from the Puccini chapter. He's, of course, that great composer of La Bohème and Madame Butterfly. And this is a dessert that is no-cook and really classic Italian wintertime treat called Macedonia di frutta secca, a fruit salad of dried fruit. You never find this in restaurants because it's really something that is made at home. It's great for potlucks. It's something that people would invite you to their home and share with you. And let me show you what it's made of. There are 4 basic component ingredients. Of course, Macedonia di frutta secca has to start first with the fruit. I like these golden raisins. I love the color. And I also love cherries. Now, if the fruit isn't bite-sized already, like apricots, that's okay. You can cut them. I also love dates. So any kind of dried fruit, dried apples. And if they're bigger, like the apricots, you can just cut them up. So first basic is a bunch of dried fruit. And then next are nuts. And again, just like with the fruit, you can use any kind of nuts. You can use pignole, the wonderful Italian nuts. You could use pumpkin seeds, almonds, pecans. I end up finding that I always have a little bag left over of different kinds of nuts. And this is a perfect use of all your leftovers. Now, the next thing that's fun is cookies. Any kind of leftover cookies. If you have a box and there's 1 or 2 cookies left over, use it here. You can use plain sugar cookies and just crumble them into little bite-sized pieces. So this is so terrific when you get that great box of cookies and they've broken on the way home. That's okay, you can use all the little pieces. Chocolate cookies are yummy too. And to keep with the Italian tradition, I love including amoretti. And amoretti are these wonderful little sugar cookies. They're called little bitters because they're made with almonds. And if they're too hard, because these are kind of old from the holidays, that's okay. Just take your knife, cut through them, or if you're going to make a big batch, you can put them in your food processor and then just add that. So now what I've got so far are the dried fruits, the nuts, I've got cookies, and the last ingredient is candy. And you can use any kind of little candies that come, little bonbons, little wrap candies, candy bars, and you can just chop them up, cut them into little bite-sized pieces. I like to use dark chocolate and milk chocolate. Any kinds of candies are just wonderful in this. Just lots of little bite-sized pieces. Even white chocolate, little leftover chocolate chips from baking. This is just a great use of all kinds of leftovers. And this you can even keep in a wonderful Ziploc plastic baggie and just take what you need. So let's say I'm having a bunch of people over and I want to make this whole batch, which you don't have to. You can just spoon it out and do 1 serving. But the finishing touch that brings it all together is a little bit of fruit juice. And I'm going to add oranges today, a little bit of juice from an orange. And I don't want to bother with a juice squeezer. I can just use a fork and just get out the nice juices. And if you don't like oranges, you can use apple juice. Passion fruit juice is really terrific too. Pineapple juice, any juice that you like. And that juice will kind of reinforce the fruit flavor and meld all the wonderful ingredients together. And this is ready to serve if you want a PG version. If you want to go a little grown up, then you could add liqueur. Any kind of liqueur. Italian limoncello, port, nut liqueurs. I'm adding an orange liqueur right now to kind of reinforce that wonderful flavor of the orange juice that I added. And then to serve it, it's just the easiest thing. I like to pick a pretty glass, so maybe a wonderful martini glass. And just put a great, I mean, how colorful and gorgeous is that? And then we can top it with whipped cream or with mascarpone cheese, which is also wonderful. And then if you like, you can take one of the ingredients inside, maybe one of the cookies that are left over, and put it as a garnish, or even a little orange zest, which is just that wonderful orange part of the orange. And you now have a classic Italian dessert that I bet you've never heard of or tried. Macedonia de frutta secca, dried fruit salad. In one bite, the little wonderful dried fruit, and then the crunchy cookie bits, and then wonderful chocolate. Now I just got a little nut. This is a delicious, simple, easy, classic Italian dessert. Buon appetito.